Hello, my name is Aya. I am from... Do you sound like a textbook when you introduce yourself? If you do, don't worry. A lot of English learners do exactly the same thing.
That's so true. Honestly, when I first learned English, I sounded like a robot. Hello, my name is Ian. I am 25 years old. I am from... Nobody talks like that in real life.
Exactly. And today, we're going to fix that. We're going to learn how real people introduce themselves naturally. Welcome back, everyone! This episode is designed for A1 to B2 learners. So whether you're just starting or already speaking some English, you're in the right place.
Today we're going to learn how to make a great first impression naturally, not the boring textbook way, not the robotic way, but the way real English speakers introduce themselves every day.
Let's get started. Let's start with a simple question. Ian, when was the last time you heard someone say, "Hello, my name is Ian. I am from..."
Probably never.
Exactly. Those sentences are not wrong, the grammar is correct, but they sound very formal, very rehearsed.
Like someone memorized them for an exam.
Exactly. Real conversations are usually more relaxed. People share information naturally, not like they're reading a report.
That makes sense. When I meet someone, I don't usually give my life story in 30 seconds.
Right. You share information little by little, naturally, instead of "I am from." Let's improve the first sentence. Instead of saying, "I am from Australia," try, "I'm originally from Australia, but I live in Singapore now."
That sounds much more natural.
And it gives people more information. It creates a conversation.
Right, because the other person might ask, "Oh, really? How long have you lived there?"
Exactly. That's how conversations grow. Let's try some examples.
Okay, I'm originally from Brazil, but I live in London now.
Perfect. I'm originally from Japan, but I've been living in Australia for 5 years.
That sounds so much better than just saying, "I'm from Japan."
Exactly. Instead of "I am a student." Now let's talk about jobs and studies. Many learners say, "I am a student," or "I am a worker."
I've definitely said that before.
A more natural way is, "I'm currently studying engineering," or "I'm currently working at a software company."
I like that word, currently.
It's very useful. It tells people what you're doing now.
So instead of saying, "I am a teacher," I can say, "I'm currently teaching English online."
Exactly. That sounds more conversational, more personal. Let me try. I'm currently working in marketing. Perfect. Natural and simple. Instead of, "My hobbies are..." This is another big one. Many learners say, "My hobbies are reading and swimming."
Nothing wrong with it, but it sounds a little formal.
Exactly. Instead, try, "In my free time, I really enjoy reading and swimming."
That sounds like something I'd actually say.
Because it's conversational. Let's try some examples.
In my free time, I really enjoy watching football and drinking coffee.
Nice. In my free time, I really enjoy hiking and learning languages.
It feels much more relaxed.
Exactly. That's what we're aiming for. Now, let's put everything together.
This is the exciting part.
Here's a natural introduction. Hey, I'm Aya. I'm originally from Japan, but I live in Australia now. I'm currently teaching English online, and in my free time, I really enjoy hiking and reading.
That sounds like a real person, not a textbook.
Exactly, and that's our goal. Let's do a role play. Imagine we're meeting for the first time.
Sounds good.
Hi, I'm Aya. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. I'm Ian.
So, Ian, where are you from?
I'm originally from Canada, but I live in Thailand now. How about you?
I'm originally from Japan, but I've been living in Australia for several years.
That's cool. What do you do?
I'm currently teaching English online. What about you?
I'm currently working in digital marketing.
Nice. And what do you do for fun?
In my free time, I really enjoy photography and traveling. How about you?
I love reading books and spending time outdoors.
See? That felt natural.
Exactly. No robotic sentences, no memorized speech, just a conversation.
Aya, what's the biggest mistake learners make?
Trying to sound perfect.
Interesting.
Many learners think they need fancy vocabulary, but simple English is powerful.
That's true.
A simple introduction is better than a complicated introduction.
And people remember confidence more than grammar.
Exactly. Don't be afraid of simple English. Simple English works. Here's one final tip. Practice introducing yourself out loud.
Not just in your head?
Exactly. Use your voice. Practice in front of a mirror. Practice while walking. Practice while cooking.
The more you do it, the easier it becomes.
Absolutely. Confidence comes from repetition, not perfection. Before we finish, let's do a quick recap. Phrase 1. I'm originally from, meaning the place where you first come from. Example, I'm originally from Thailand, but I live in Canada now. Phrase 2. Currently, meaning right now, at this time. Example, I'm currently studying business. Phrase 3. In my free time, meaning when you're not working or studying. Example, in my free time, I enjoy playing football.
Those 3 phrases will instantly make your introduction sound more natural.
Now it's your turn. Introduce yourself in the comments using the natural phrases we learned today. Tell us, where are you originally from? What are you currently doing? And what do you enjoy in your free time?
And don't forget to subscribe if you're enjoying these English conversations. In our next video, we will talk about a, an, and the simple rule that will fix 80% of your English mistakes.
You don't want to miss that one.
Thanks so much for spending time with us today.
Keep practicing
Keep speaking.
and keep building confidence.
We'll see you in the next episode.
Bye, everyone.